Jackpot, baby. What's up, y'all? It's been a minute. Let me make sure I'm live everywhere. Let me see if any of the homies want to tap in. Boom, me shoot my dog the link, man. I be really tapped in, man. I'm really tapped in. So I'm gonna shoot my guys the link, man. My guys want the link on Facebook. Let me shoot my guys this link real quick, man. Boom. Anybody that want the link can't have the link. You guys can join the conversation. I am not into speaking my opinion without the homies tapping in with me. So I just looked and seen a couple of the homies want to tap in, and I got them, y'all. We gonna get this thing all the way live. Boom, boom, boom. They want me to log in Facebook. It's been a while. I have not been on here in a minute, so y'all gotta give me a little break. What I have been doing is taking care of business, and it's been a blessing. Um, Man, it's been a blessing, y'all. Life has been really good to me this year. Life has been great for me this year. So I'm gonna add this link for my homie, BK Baby Truth. He wanna join. I did watch some of his videos that he posted about this situation. That's why I tagged him on Facebook. So it's a crazy thing going on right now with Dawgface. And it looked like the whole city, but it's really not the whole city. Um, it's Dawface and whoever Dawface have issues with. I seen BK Baby Truth tap in. If y'all don't know, um, my young dog, man. Well, he older now. He used to be my young dog. Everybody getting older, man. We getting older. Um we definitely getting up there. So definitely not the young dog no more. So I don't want to disrespect him like that. So let's tap in. I sent him the link. Anybody else want the link? I'll send anybody else the link. I'm gonna post the link. I'll just post the link under the Facebook um, in the comments. So I'll give y'all the link in the comments on the some of the Facebook page, y'all. It's kind of rough to get those links, so I'll add it to the personal one. So everything is coming through. There we go. What's up, Roderick? We got Roderick in here. A couple other people. Okay, now that I'm tapped all the way in, let's turn the mic up. Let's do what we do. Okay. All right, got some more people tapped in. I'm not waiting for everybody to tap in, y'all. I'm gonna just speak my piece. So I shot that to BK Baby Truth. Is in the comments if J Oneal or Seven or anybody that I know personally want to jump on. I don't know some of the other people personally. I know them through other people. I have not worked with anybody um, from the Street Lords in a while. I've done some things with Rook back in the day, some other people, but I have not worked with any of the Street Lords in a long minute. That was before anything had happened with Blade and everything. So it was been a while, but I am totally tapped in now. So I shot the link to BK Baby Truth. When he want to join, he could join. The link is in the comments for anybody else that want to join. If you're on YouTube, you know you're gonna have to copy and paste it. I know people have they've asked me how do I feel about it. Most of the time, I'm just not even entertaining a lot of the BS and a lot of the drama. But I had about a day and a half to catch up on what's going on. So in the last maybe the last year to year and a half, Dawface been showing his ass, you know, and Dawface has always showed his ass. So as a disclaimer before we get into any other drama and all of that, I did have a personal relationship with Dawface. Well, it was a business relationship, but I did interact with him personally. Like, it wasn't just some internet stuff. It was about 13, 14 maybe years ago. Dawface did used to manage me. So I do know Dawface. It's not like some internet stuff where Dogface will get on here and say that he don't know me or we don't have any type of dealings. We've never had dealings. What I do want to say is that, with all of the internet stuff and back and forth and people being disrespectful, Dogface not a host. So I'm not about to come on here and act like, some of these guys that's doing these internet threatening is, you gonna see dude and he not gonna have the same energy. He's pretty much been exactly who he is. It's a larger scale now, but Dogface was always Dogface. And that's the reason why he only managed me for a very short period of time, because I do run into my own type of drama, but I don't run into it the way he like kind of like run into it. And I'm more so like, let's pull up. I'm not like, let's go back and forth on the internet all day, unless it's just us doing internet stuff. Like some of the stuff that I did with Big Gov, if you listen to the songs, I've never threatened Gov. I love Gov family. I just spoke with Gov's daughter a couple of weeks ago, his brothers and different people's sister, like cousins, everybody. So I've never publicly ever made a threat towards Gov, and I would never make a threat towards Gov. I don't know what he would say to me, in that capacity about what he gonna do physically to me or something. But I've never done that because I don't have that type of feeling towards Big Gov. So other than Gov, now when it was Maniac, it was, I said what I said, and then I went to go see him. He hid in a closet somewhere. You can do the research on that story. I don't want to go all into that, but it did happen. And there were a lot of witnesses to that story. I'm not the person that feel like, let's go back and forth on the internet. Let's do this, let's do that. I don't feel like that's the way to handle things. I feel like when it's really time to get physical, it's time to get off the internet. So that's how I feel. Now, Dawface has always been Dawface. Dawface has always been controversial. He's always ran into these type of problems. And I have to say that I've never seen Dawface back down from a challenge. And that goes for anybody. Like, so I'm not coming on here trying to get some stripes and points and say, oh, y'all letting this blah, blah, Nick and all that. I'm not doing all of that. If you're not about what you say you about, that's not the guy you want to keep playing with. That's just me being honest, y'all. I'm just making a disclaimer. I like to speak in all honesty. When I talk, I don't like to talk and it not be a full truth. So people can play all the games they want. If you're not about that, you may want to leave dude alone. Like, you may want to leave dude alone. All of the gay stuff, I don't know if dude gay. I've been in a joint. I've never heard anybody say anything gay about dude chasing boys or any of that. If he's sending dick pics, that's kind of questionable. Not something necessarily I would I would co-sign. Some of the other things have been a little weird, but as I stated, it's not surprising. For me knowing him many years ago, it's just been the same. It's the same characteristics. So um, when it comes to what's going on, I heard the Street Lord Juan song. Shout out to Street Lord Juan. And in all honesty about Street Lord Juan has the best song to ever come out of Detroit to me on a local level. I'm not talking about Eminem or Big Sean or any of those guys. Even some of that. So Far Gone is, and Kid the producer or Starstruck, any of those guys will tell you, I give so much praise to So Far Gone. I think So Far Gone is like one of the most perfect Detroit songs. That and It Take Money to Make Money by Stretch Money. Couple other songs that's just like perfect Detroit songs. So shout out to Street Lord Juan. Shout out to the guys in his camp. Shout out to all of the Street Lords. I know that Juan is who he say he is, y'all. So when all of this internet stuff, man, the internet, it'll try to like water down who people really are. So what y'all got to realize is some of these guys are really who we think they are. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get people in trouble, or I don't want to, sick the police on people. But something like, Juan is Juan. Juan is Juan. You don't get to a certain level in the streets without handling your business a certain way. So the internet stuff is becoming a lot. The internet stuff is becoming a lot. Most of these guys have already had brushes with the feds. You got Juan, Peezy, Dugg, all these different people have already had brushes with the feds. I did my time in the feds. I did my time in the state. What I want to tell y'all is that they are always watching. They're always watching. So with addressing the root of the issue, I want to address the whole Dawface not from Detroit, from Pontiac thing. Dawface may have grew up in Pontiac. Dawface may have lived on the east side, whatever. But when Dawface was coming up, that was never a big issue. It was never, oh, he from Pontiac. We not showing them love. We not going on tour with them. We not letting them manage us. We not letting them get us into certain spaces. We're not letting him take us on tours. We're not letting him walk us into radio stations for interviews and different things like that. People didn't have that attitude when it was beneficial to them. But as fast as it's an issue, he's from Pontiac, right? I'm very forthcoming with the fact that I didn't grow up my whole life in Detroit. So I was born here, my father passed, and then my mom moved to Ben Harbor with her family. And I was raised there until I was about 10, going on 11. Then I was in Battle Creek for 2 years in the foster home, and I came here around 12, 13. So, well, I came back here around 12 or 13. And one thing about me in whatever part of the city I claim, which is Southwest, you ask people from Southwest, nobody is going to say that dude ain't from Southwest, right? Because I've done things in Southwest to allow me to plant my flag in Southwest, right? So when somebody say, oh, you're not from here, it has to come with reason, right? Ask anybody. You ask somebody, if they don't know me, they make a phone call, oh yeah, dog solid, right? Your personality is your personality. Your characteristics are your characteristics. So people going to respect the fact that I am Southwest. There's no way around it. I do what I do in Southwest. I've done what I've done in Southwest. My family is Southwest. They're going to respect the fact that I'm Southwest, dog from Southwest. That's it. Whenever I'm like on stage, whenever I'm rapping all over, the Southwest is definitely in the building. I'm representing to the fullest because Southwest represent me, right? Southwest represent me to the fullest. So I give Southwest the same respect they give me. And when Dogface was repping the East Side 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, the East Side guys wasn't saying we are not claiming Dogface. Dogface has to be Pontiac. You got to claim Pontiac. It was not that. So now all of a sudden it's, oh my God, he from Pontiac. You know, Pontiac this or Pontiac that. And I'm not tripping on that, right? I'm not tripping on that. All I'm saying is that wasn't the energy 10, 12, 13, 14 years ago. So now that it's not beneficial, it's a damaging type of thing. It's, oh my God, he Pontiac. He not Detroit, he Pontiac. And you created the monster, so you got to deal with the monster. You know, if Dogface claiming East Side, I'm not the person to say he not from the East Side because I didn't grow up on the East Side. I say I'm from Southwest. When certain things were going on and people were Southwest this and Southwest that, I say no. You know what I'm saying? my guys ain't co-signing that. You know what I'm saying? My guys wasn't co-signing some of that stuff, and I said that. I'm telling you, I was honest enough to say, hold on, it's too much going on over there. My guy's not co-signing that. I stepped away. That was a lot of the problem with me and Big Gov. It was a lot of stuff that he was claiming, a lot of the image that he was putting off that my guys and nobody around me could co-sign, right? So that's the type of personality I'm telling you I have. So that's the type of personality I respect. I don't respect, oh my God, it got hairy. Now you want to back away from somebody. Now you want to put him off on a whole nother city. Oh, that's this far away from Detroit. Oh, that's this or that's that. Nah, that should have been the energy when it was beneficial to you. Now it looked like a wrecking ball coming through. You trying to get rid of it. Oh no, we don't want dog and we don't want to claim dude. We want to step away from dude. Y'all was just doing interviews with dude. Peezy was just up there. 4-2 Dugg, he was just taking up for Dugg. He was just, doing whatever for T Grizzly and everything else. And it was all good. Now it's, oh my God, he from Pontiac. So with all of that being said, do I agree with what's going on? Hell no. Hell no, I don't agree with what's going on. Real men handle real business. We not doing back and forth on the internet about everything, because everything ain't about a view. It's real indictments involved. It's real sentences involved. It's real life involved. Why does it have to be handled so recklessly on the internet? So I don't agree with that, right? I don't agree with that. I play internet games with internet people. A few minutes ago, I explained to you that these are not internet people. I don't consider Dawface an internet person. I've seen Dawface get down before. You know what I'm saying? Juan not the internet. He barely on the internet. Like, these are not internet guys. You know what I'm saying? G-Rock do a little bit on the internet, but these people that handle business in real life. And what y'all got to realize is sometimes I've had people do things for me that I don't even want them to do. Like, I've had people offer things to me where I'm like, bro, you don't got to do that. This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? So when you go at people a certain way on the internet, they have people that love them that feel like this got to be a real problem. Let me handle it. The internet is not to be played with. When y'all see me on here, I respect the fact that shit can get real because I've been involved in it and it really got real. Right? And I'm going to handle my business the best way I know how to handle my business. But we all want to get home to our families, whatever that family may be, whether that's kids, your woman, your sister, your brother, your cousin, somebody love you. So why get on the internet doing all of this weird shit for clicks and views, and you just want to get home to your family? You know that that's the end goal. I just want to make this money, take care of my family. I want to make sure that my kids grow up in a whole better environment than I did. And that's what I want to do. So I'm not coming on the internet and poking bears and just starting stuff. So now let's address the real problem. The real problem is Dogface ain't from Detroit. That's the real problem. That's the real problem. I just expressed how I feel about people not addressing that in the beginning, but now the snowball then became so big it turned into a whole avalanche, and now you want to try to stop it. But when it was beneficial, it was not, oh, he not from Detroit. But that's the problem. As bad as you want to say he not from Detroit, Dawface know he not from Detroit. So it's certain things that has happened in Detroit that Dawface he want to tie himself into. The same thing that you guys are saying is the problem. The fact that he from Pontiac. Yeah, but Pontiac don't have a culture for real. Pontiac, they don't have a real hip hop history that anybody in the world is even considering. They got some battle rappers that we like. You got Ill Will, JC, and some guys like that. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, they don't have an Eminem, J. Cole, Big Sean or anybody. It's just Pontiac. Is Pontiac. So the fact that he's not from here is the reason that he's working so hard to put himself in the Detroit mix, right? The fact that it's already an outcast type of feeling, and he do get respect from certain people that still rock with him. You got hell of a RJ Jr. and different people that still rock with him. But I'm gonna tell y'all the issue, and the best way for me to explain this to y'all is to use something that I went through personally. That's the best way for me to explain this to y'all. So when I was just in the feds, it was one of the homies, right? The homie, he wasn't really getting no love while he was in there. People didn't really want him in the room. So I'm like, look, bro, you can come get in the room with me. Your paperwork good. Everything was cool. He come, showed me his paperwork. Everything was straight. After a few weeks, I realized this man was not taking a shower. And we had been bunkies maybe a month, and I had seen his dry towel on the locker, and it was like a little stain on it, and that stain hadn't moved in about 2 weeks. It probably was like 10 11 days. So I'm like, man, he not taking a shower. So I pulled him to the side and I said, fam, why you not taking a shower? Now this particular person is 10 years older than I was at the time. I may have been 32, 33 maybe. So he had to be like 43, 44 or something. And I'm like, dude, why you not taking a shower? I didn't put him on blast. I talked to him like a man. And I even encouraged him. I said, listen, if you don't have what you need to take care of yourself, I got you. I got soap, toothpaste, whatever, but we kings. This is exactly what I told him. I said, we kings. We're going to live like kings. We're going to behave like kings because we're going to want people to treat us like kings. Now, I'm talking to somebody that's 10, 11, 12 years older than I am, but I'm not talking down to him. He admitted that he hadn't gotten the shower in 10, 12, whatever days, and he said he was going to tighten up. I left it at that. I didn't walk around dogging him or anything. I left it exactly the way it was. Fast forward about a month later, same thing happened. I get on him a little bit. It's a little harsher than the first time, but he run around and tell the other homies in the unit, jackpot tripping, jackpot tripping. Boy, he going through a thing. He feel like I'm, testing his manhood because I'm asking him to go wash his ass. He's making a bigger issue than I'm making. I'm just feeling like, look, man, we in here together. Let's be respectful. Handle yourself a certain way. The man didn't want to wash his ass, y'all. So now that was one of the problems, right? That's one of the problems. So one day, one of the homies called me out the blue. He said, jackpot, boom. I turned around and basically dude was up there with his hands in his pants, if you know what I mean. This is a wide open day room in the honors unit of Milan, right? He's in the window gunning one of the officers down. He up there on straight garbage, just in his pants, going boom. But when I turn around, he like stop, boom, he stopped. So the homie end up catching him at the phone or something, and he like, man, did y'all see what I was, like, man. So the homie come back, and we basically get a story together. So he like, man, just don't admit that I was calling you for that. I'm like, cool. Long story short, that happened. As time progresses, this man is gunning these officers down every chance he get. He can't control himself. The dude is like masturbating in the day room, 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It don't matter. It's a full day room. Dude is on straight garbage. Anybody that was there with me know I'm not lying. They was calling him John Wick with the stick, bro. This the type of stuff he was on. Dude was just masturbating anywhere he could find a corner, literally. And so it was looking bad for us. Like, and he from Detroit, so it was looking bad. Like the outsiders, and Milan is probably about 60% Detroit, maybe about 25% Chicago or something like that. It's like a lot of Detroit and a lot of Chicago people, and it was looking bad for us. So I'm like, dude, you tripping. So he starts stealing. This when he had to get out of my room, he starts stealing his stuff. Now, one of the homies is one of the Arabic homies, a homie named, we call him Holla Holla, but the homie Holla Holla ended up taking him, and he like, jackpot, I'm gonna do you a favor and get him up out the room with you. And, just on a cool tip, he got him up out the room. Nobody else wanted him out the room. So as he starts stealing, now one day, the Spanish homies come to me. Now these Spanish homies, they from different gangs, Serenos, whatever. Everybody is like different gangs, but my TV was right at the Spanish TV. My room was right at the Spanish TV. So I'm like real cool with the Spanish dudes. Now, some of them been on my lives. They jump on here. One of the ones that I was real tight with, he ended up getting killed just a little bit after he came home. Shout out to my guy Gordo, man. Rest in peace to Gordo. But somebody like these, my guys, like I fuck with the Spanish dudes. So I cook up with the Spanish dudes. I play cards and gamble with the Spanish dudes. Like I really rock with the Spanish dudes. Like these my guys. So when they came to my room, it wasn't like a surprise. Like they come up there and show me pictures, like we be chilling. So when they came to my room and it was like 4 of them, it kind of like gave me a reason for alarm. Now, mind you, dude is no longer in my room. But when they come, I'm telling you, it wasn't like, I don't owe nobody nothing, I'm jackpots. But when they came, I'm like, dang, what did happen? So they come in, we sit down and kick it. They like, look, man, dude on garbage. He then basically went and stole from they stole man, like they big stole man. So when he go and steal from they stole man was on the 3rd floor. Anybody that look up can see him and see who's stealing. Like it was like kind of obvious who's stealing already, but somebody actually seen him stealing. So it wasn't like you had to guess. So they want to kill him. I'm just being honest. They want to kill the dude. So they was basically asking me, like did I want to take up for him? I said, hell no, dog, gonna do what you do. This is what I told them. I'm being honest. They came and asked me, and everybody know that I said it. So I say, man, do what you do, dog. He is we not marching with dog. Like that's how I felt. So and I didn't consider myself a shot caller, but they were asking me for a reason, and I green lighted. I was complete green light. I didn't have a second thought. Whatever I came in the room to do, I did it, and I walked out and left him in the room. I don't care. Get him out of here. He is not one of us. Right? This is my attitude. He's not one of us. He's doing all kind of weird stuff. He's proven that he is not one of us. Right? This is why I'm telling this story in correlation to what's going on with Dawface. So when I said off with his head, I meant it. Like whatever they did to do wasn't my business. If they stabbed him 100 times when he was walking a child, I wouldn't have blinked the eye. I'm telling you, I wouldn't have done anything to me. It wouldn't have mattered. He is not one of us. He is not one of us. I'm not paying this bill. So this is a question, right? I'm gonna get to this, right? So they said, what would have happened if you'd have paid this bill? They would have let him live. Listen, it was straight. I'm telling you, the Spanish dudes were my guys. They still are. Like they come on my lives. Like some of them may jump on here now. Like these dudes are my guys. I rock with them, right? These my guys. So I didn't have to pay the bill. They wasn't even expecting me to pay the bill. They were basically expecting me to say, I'm gonna talk to him, he gonna take care of it, type of thing. It wasn't that they wanted me to pay the bill. I could pay the bill. I'm jackpot. I'm straight. I got the biggest store. I got a account full of money. I'm not the problem. They wasn't coming to me in expectation of getting the money back. It was disrespectful for him to be in that man room. It was higher than the money. It was way more going on here. But I'm explaining to you what happened, right? So after I do that, after I say man off with his head, I literally go about my business. Maybe 40 minutes later, the Detroit, I guess it'd be the shot callers or I don't want to say shot callers. I didn't feel like it was really shot callers there, but the the Detroit conglomerate, they want to have a meeting. So I get called to this meeting. I go to the meeting. You know what I'm saying? And the meeting was, damn, Jackpot, why you tell him to kill him? So well, as soon as I walk in, that's how it started. Like Jackpot, why you tell him to kill him? I said, man, he not us. That's how I felt. It's just how I felt. I said, listen, man, dude got nothing to lose. He rogue. So this is how I think about the situation. Now, if we were standing on Detroit business and whoever came in here and paperwork was bold, they had to pay up. Whoever came in here and was a rapist, they had to pay up. Whoever came in there and they wasn't with the program, they had to pay up. If that was what we were on at the time, I'm all for it. I'm telling you, I'm all for it. But that's not what we were on. We were at Milan. I do check paperwork. I do check paperwork. Anybody was there with me, I'm not gonna lie like I wasn't checking paperwork, but I'm checking paperwork for you to be in my circle, not for you to be on the compound. So if we were on that where you had to have good paperwork to be on the compound, I'm all for it. Let's get these losers off this compound. Let's do this a certain way. They can't eat if they paperwork not good, whatever. So let's do that. I'm all for that, but that's not what they were on. We was on a little cooler thing, and dude was really just like stirring up the water, right? That's why I'm correlating this to Dogface. It's a bunch of stirring up the water. So now the guys in this room, first they looking at me like I'm tripping. Jackpot, why you green like this? Now we gotta go and stop this before it happens and blah blah. I said, no, I still feel like we need to let them do their thing. I'm telling you, this really happened. Somebody brung this up to me the other day. Like literally, somebody brung this up to me because somebody else that was in the room like brung it up to them. Like, man, Jackpot solid. Because I stood on that. I'm like, nah, bro, they need to go. If they want to get them off the yard, so be it. They tell me, oh, you just don't like dude. He ain't your bunkie because you kicked him out the room. No, I kicked him out the room because he didn't wash his ass. He was masturbating in front of the whole day room. He was stealing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't steal anything from me, but he was stealing from everybody else. And it just made us look bad. So he's not my bunkie for a reason. It's not that I don't like him, it's that it's nothing to like. But they were taking up for him. So now I'm looking at everybody in the room different. Because how could you take up for him knowing that this is the type of stuff that he on and not side with me? It's not about Detroit or whatever, Pontiac or whatever they make it about. You see what dude is on, and you are siding with dude instead of rolling with me, right? And I've shown you nothing but stand up. Nothing but stand up. Anybody has ever done time with me, they're gonna tell you I've been It's somebody on here on Facebook right now. He's actually from Pontiac. Shout out to J1, Jazz Core. He's on here and saying, man, he been doing time with me since I was in my mid-20s. And he gonna tell you I've always been the same, bro. I stand on principle. I stand on what I stand on. So if we're having this conversation, if 6 or 7 y'all can come to the room and tell me that I'm wrong, with this person being this far out, far left, then this is a circle that I don't want to be in. And that's why people see me get away from those people. When they start trying to put up TV lists and all, no, bro, we not doing that. Because now I realize I have to stand on principle because y'all have shown me that y'all not standing on principle. Y'all not standing on principle. So now everything is about principle. Nothing is about location. Nothing is about where we from. None of that. Because y'all showing me that y'all don't really care about principle. So I have to stand on it. And that's what people knew me for. Jackpot is going to stand on this principle. Right? That's what we doing, right? So now 7 on here. This is 7, right? So I know 7 personally. I've done music with 7. Made some money with 7. 7 didn't charge me for a verse. What y'all got to realize is I was in the joint and 7 came home before I really was like moving around in the MDOC. And so people would talk about 7. 7 this, 7 that, 7 the general this, 7 general that. And with people, nobody was not aware of his case, right? Nobody was unaware of the fact that 7 the general had the case that he had. Like it was already, like he never lied about it, as he say here, right? He never lied about it. Even in the hip hop community, it was not like, oh my God, what happened? Like, he never lied about his case. And in this particular case, I don't know all the details. I didn't see all the paperwork, witness statements, and all of that stuff, right? I never took the time to do that because 7 was always vocal about his case. So the case ended up being whatever the case is. People are acting surprised now that Dawface is saying what he's saying, but these are the same people that have benefited from his talent, benefited from his connections, benefited from, his presence and his abilities, and now they want to backtrack. It's been 30 years or whatever it's been since the case happened. And the man has never lied about it. It's people that's in there for those cases you never hear about why they in there. They'll tell you they in there, man, I'm in here for a dope case. I'm in here for a murder. I'm in here for this and that and that. Nobody ever say this is what happened. This is why I'm here. As he stated, the man had not joined groups, try to hide. The man did not do time in PC. The man didn't do time, with a veil over his face and trying to do something different. And that goes to say a lot, y'all. Is really only so if you feel a certain way, then that's up to you. I'm not here to make you feel better, but I'm saying in this particular situation, people knew what they knew. People knew what they knew, and people continue to do business with them. And now all of a sudden, oh, Dawgface said X, Y, and Z. Dawgface this. The same thing he did with the store owners. Oh, they don't support black people. You get the store owners up there. Man, I've been doing this. I put shows here. I put money in rappers' pockets. I manage rap. This is what I'm saying. It's literally just stirring up the water. It's stirring up the water. So now the water is stirred up. You don't know when you're going to be in the water, right? He could just as well see this. It ain't really nothing to talk about with me. I'm just Jackpot. But still, he can start something. Oh, fuck Jackpot. Like, I'm not going back and forth on the internet with nobody, y'all. That's one thing you don't got to worry about. I'm not doing that at 40 plus years old. 10 years ago, I could have gave him some energy. But at this point, we could talk like men, or we could just keep it rolling, right? So when people see Somebody else asked what Dawface talking about. They say Al New called the feds on Dawface. This is on Facebook, y'all. I can't put the Facebook, my personal page comments on there. So I don't know what happened, man. All that. So this is what you got to realize, man. How do you get information from the feds? Who from the feds? If Dogface, okay, it say Dogface said Al Nuke called the police on him, call the feds on him. This is what you got to realize, man. How do you get information from the feds? How? How do you get information from the feds? Who do you talk to that will tell you, hey, sir, such and such said this and that about you? I'm I'm just asking, right? I'm not insinuating anything. I'm literally just asking, how do you get information from the feds? Right? How do you get information from the feds, man? Who in the feds told you that Meech was a rat? Who in the feds told you that such and such or something with Juan setting Blade up? Who's telling you this? Where are you getting all this information from? Right? I get information about certain things, but I don't get information from police. So if somebody said, hey, JP was doing X, Y, and Z, the police not gonna call me and say, hey, Jackpot, you gotta be careful. Like, seriously, how do you get information from the feds? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Like when I expressed this before, I was doing the BMF stuff. I'm from Southwest, y'all. I don't run around BMF this and that and that, but a lot of these are my guys. Like these are, if you look at some pictures, you see me in pictures with guys and like real BMF guys, not the t-shirt wearers. This is it's a different group of guys. But I'm saying I get information from where I get information from, and these my guys. You know what I'm saying? These my guys, right? So yeah, so whoever K Michelle is, K Michelle, I'm telling you, I fought a whole Fed case for 2 years. My paperwork is public. Jackpot don't make statements. Jackpot don't talk to the police, so we don't never got to worry about that. What we do have is a fair to communicate because I fought the feds for 2 years. I did 4 years on this conspiracy. It started as a RICO, and I ended up copping out to a conspiracy. Thank God, because the RICO charges, it was it was like ridiculous. So what I'm saying is, the feds never gave me information about who was telling on me, who said anything, who what. Like I'm telling you, in my paperwork, it says source of information 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still don't know who made statements or anything about me. Right? The feds that cold. They gonna make me go to trial to even know who said I walked across the street in my case. So for dude to say somebody told him that somebody reported on him, how? That's all. Who are you plugged with? I don't want the plug. I'm straight on the plug, but I'm saying you got to be plugged for the feds to tell you somebody is telling on you. That's it. So I'm just saying for them to tell you that, yeah, this dude is telling on you. I'm not saying they won't, get on your ass a little bit and like, yeah, we've got reports that you've done X, Y, Z. All I'm saying is, how do you know who's telling on you? Right? Mine say source of information 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It say CI 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like my paperwork don't say Johnny Do Right at 345 such and such lane, blah blah. Like it ain't that. Like it's just they, the feds, they not, I don't know. So dog, he more plugged than me. That's not the point, right? That's not the point. So somebody said you got to be a rat yourself. Somebody else said or be an informant. I'm just saying, I'm not calling anybody a rat. I ain't seen no paperwork. I'm just saying, what make you so special to where they tell you who telling on you? I'm just asking, right? All this stuff got to make sense. It got to make sense. Now, what I am going to address, since we're here and since we're talking about that, so I did see that people were calling him a rat because somebody shot at him or something happened with a woman at a house, and Dogface had to make a statement. Listen, y'all, stop making everybody rats, right? Stop making everybody rats. So if somebody come in my house right now with a gun, and I have to take the gun from them, shoot them, do whatever, bam, bam, bam. And they ask me what happened. Now, me being me, I'm not going to try to explain what happened. I'm going to get with my lawyer first because that's what I do. And my lawyer can fight this case for me, but I got to tell my side of the story to be the murder case. So you're not going to make me a rat because somebody ran in my house and I had to lay his ass down. Or if I'm at a woman's house and a nigga kicking the door and I gotta, that don't make him a rat. Y'all make everybody a rat. That's weird to me. And most of the people that make everybody a rat, y'all not street people, right? The same thing with T Grizzly and the chains and all of that. Oh, they took his chains and he had to make a police report, dummy. Even to get his insurance on his jewelry and whatever else, he had to make a police report. Y'all gotta quit trying to make everybody a rat, man. It's real rats out here that's telling on people, getting them a lot of time, and y'all wasting time trying to make everybody a rat. That shit bold. That's crazy to me that y'all try to make everybody a rat, right? So I don't know if Dawface a rat. I don't know nothing about that. I'm saying with the paperwork that somebody posted about, that some dude at the girl house and whatever happened. If dude pulled a gun on him and he shot at him and dude had to do something, whatever. And then if dude go tell the police, man, dog shot me. What am I supposed to say? Like, I got to defend myself. No, I didn't shoot him. Dog shot at me. I took the gun. I blew his head off. Whatever. Like, it don't matter. You're not about to make him a rat for that. We not gonna do that. Real niggas do real shit, y'all. I'm not making everybody no rat, man. It's too many rats out here that y'all give passes to. And what a rat is somebody that does criminal activities and then go tell on somebody else that does criminal activities. And that does not include me making a report because you stole my jewelry or my jewelry came up missing or whatever. Like, you're not about to make me a rat because I had to report to the insurance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. I had to make a police report to claim my insurance on my jewelry. That's not a rat. That's crazy that people that crazy to me. But these are not street guys who are doing all of this and making these internet rules, bro. Y'all making all these weird internet rules, and that's not it. A rat is a rat, man. You a rat. If you in the streets and you get hemmed up and you start telling on other people, bam, man, he did this, he did that, boom, 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 you a rat. If we go and rob a jewelry store, they catch you and you tell them, no, Jackpot was with me. He did this, he did that, then you a rat. You a rat. You got caught, I got away. Why is my name anywhere near your statement? You a rat. You're not going to make me a rat because you shot at me and I killed you. And when the police came, I was sitting there with my gun and I said, look, man, I'm going to take this tooth for the gun, but I'm going to fight this murder charge because this dummy shot at me first. I'm fighting my case. That's my defense. My defense is self-defense. You can't make me a rat for fighting my case. I've never been in that position, but I'm saying we not going to do that. We not going to do that. If that man did something to him and went to the police and he had to, look, man, this ain't what happened, man. Dog on some trash. He done came over here on some bull. This had to happen. That don't make him a rat. So I'm not calling Dawface no rat. We not going to do that. I'm just not in that. You know what I mean? So we not going to do that. If y'all got some other paperwork, that's cool, but we not going to do that. What we are also not going to do is blame Street Lord for what happened to, we're not going to blame Street Lord Juan for what happened to Blade. We can't do that. Nothing has been proven with that. It's a bunch of insinuation and bunch of BS, whatever else it is, and we're not going to do that. I seen Petty Tupac go live earlier or talk about it on Instagram earlier about how the statute of limitations is still open for stuff like that. We're not going to do that. We're not about to sit there and open up another case on somebody, man. We're not gonna do that either. So that's something we're not gonna do on this live. I don't know nothing about that. I was in the joint. The same way Dogface was in the joint. Right? But a lot of this is just trying to put yourself in Detroit history, my guy. You're trying to put yourself in Detroit history because everybody now, you're from Pontiac. So now you got guys that are getting away from them. You got guys like Dugg or Peezy or whoever else that's trying to stiff arm that shit and get away from them. Boom, boom, boom. Now you trying to get away from them, but y'all done let the snowball turn into an avalanche. It's rolling down on you. Now you want to back up. Nah, man. The character was there. The character been there. I seen somebody else mention something about Mike B. At the time that he was managing me, he was doing something like Sunday nights or something at Status with Mike B. And that was a little weird. Boom. That was one of the reasons why I backed up. Like, it was like a little weird. I'm not gonna get into it. Rest in peace to Mike B. But Mike B was cool. I never had no issue with Mike B. I never had no real personal dealings with Mike B either. Um, it was just a little weird just being there. You know what I'm saying? So people, the issue is not Dawgface. They're now they want to make Dawgface the issue. That's not the issue. The issue is a lack of standards. The issue is a lack of accountability. The issue is a lack of respect across the board. When you go to certain places, they have respect for their OGs, the younger dogs or the young cats or the YNs, whatever. They're not disrespecting the OGs a certain way. In Detroit, we are looking at certain people and being disrespectful because we only value a dollar. We only value what they are now, right? We only value what we think they are now. It don't even have to be true. We only value what they think they are now. You have kingpins that we can learn a lot from. And instead, you looking at him, oh man, this gang, he riding a 10-year-old car. He riding it, he doing this, he doing that, right? This is what we going through when somebody like Meech come home, instead of us actually learning something, when somebody like T come home, y'all don't even respect the fact that those guys had to overcome so much to get to the level that they were at. And you looking at it now that they ain't where they used to be. So y'all want somebody to go take penitentiary chances again to get to 250, $300 million, whatever. No, man, they can take the same attitude and do it legally, bro. I'm doing everything that I'm doing now legal because I realized that when I first got the feds, they pulled me over. They didn't press charges on me yet, but the DEA told me, he said, dude, you run pills like a Fortune 500 company. This is God be the witness, y'all. The man said, he slid me the car, boom, boom, and he was just looking at me like basically like, man, you fucking up. This the Fed looking at me like, he said, dude, you run pills like a Fortune 500 company. I'm in the state of, I don't know what you're talking about still. He just like, look, dog, I gotta give you your props, right? He like, the way you moving the pills is crazy. Like, I was doing a lot of pills, y'all. I got indicted for probably 70 some thousand pills or whatever. I ended up copping out to like 7,800. But in reality, for the time they watched me, I probably did 2, 3, 4 times that. Anybody that know me know, man, I pushed them pills, bro, for a minute too. So I don't say that stuff online to seem like I'm bragging, because that's not what I'm all about now. But it is what it is, bro. I did what I did, right? And it's people that can vouch for that, and it's people that know that did what, I did what I did. But I had to humble myself to live the type of life that I don't have to watch my back. I don't have to worry about the police. I had to humble myself. But if I let y'all tell it, I'm supposed to come home and still make 100,000 a week or two, whatever. I'm supposed to do that. Like, nah, I had to literally detach the new me from the old me in order to create a new me, right? But the way that Detroit look at it, if you're not doing a certain thing like you used to, or if you're not living at a certain level like you used to, you are not the same person. Nah, bro, I am wiser, smarter. I'm everything, bro. I'm older. I done overcame a lot of the BS, right? I think better. But instead of them respecting that and saying, dang, bro, let's treat you like an OG. You know what I'm saying? Let me treat you like an OG. They don't want to do that. They want to try to belittle you, right? I do all right for myself. Now, I ain't making pill money. I'm making real money. But I really do all right for myself. So I don't get some of the kicks and stabs that some of the other people get, right? I don't get that. But I'm saying it's crazy that instead of us talking to a Herc or a Juan or anybody that was around back then and getting some game and soaking up something, we want to sit and try to dog them. We want to try to take all the credibility away from them, right? We want to take all the credibility away from them. Shout out to Ricoli Grant. They clowns for thinking with fabricated faces in minds. I feel that, right? And I'm just saying, y'all, you learn so much. That's why my last project was called Shoulders of Giants, right? Because that's the thing. The people that's been through something, you can learn from them, right? I talked to a guy. He was like, he was trying to run pills. He had a business too. So we started talking about the business and he realized who I was. Like it was somebody that I used to deal with. So when he like jackpot, because we were introduced as I was JP or whatever. Boom. So I'm like, yeah, you know, and I was like telling the story. I'm like, man, jackpot. And he looked at me, he was like, dog, you know such and such. I'm like, yeah. He like, dog, you still got a plug on the farms? I looked at him, I said, what? The whole conversation went from business consultant to you got a plug on the farms. The farms. I ain't dealt with a pharmacy in 10 years, my guy. What is you talking about? No joke. And the business stuff went to hell. He didn't care nothing about that because it was a front. What he was really doing was something with pills. And he like, bro, I need a plug on the farms. I need it. I'm like, oh, this nigga tripping. I just told you, bro, I just got a whole MBA. I don't care about no damn pharmacy. You know what I'm saying? And this is the type of attitude that people doing. You know what I mean? They don't care because they want what they want. So when you see somebody like a street Lord Juan and he laid back, y'all want Juan to be the Birdman, the weed man. Y'all want, like, what do y'all want? Y'all want somebody to be back in jail so y'all can call him stupid? If Juan think that he gonna relive 90s fame doing the right thing, Juan to be crazy. So he gotta humble himself a certain way. Then y'all just keep throwing boom, 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 boom. Y'all throwing shots at Gary, G-Rock. Y'all throwing shots at Big Gary. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all don't got no proof that that man told on nobody. He on nobody paperwork. Y'all just throwing shots. Real men don't do that. The truth will come to the light. If he was bad, somebody gonna say, man, dog told on me. I know because it say confidential informant, and he the only one I served 10 birds to that day. He the only one that I did this and that and that. Whatever the case may be. You don't have to rush to have an opinion about somebody, especially not a negative one. This is where the character come into play. So I told y'all a story earlier about character and how people chose a guy that had all of these negative things going on. How could you side with him and not ride with me? How could you side with him and not ride with me, man? So when you talk about somebody like whatever Dawgface doing, what's up, Nep? My brother just joined. When you see somebody like Dawgface is doing whatever he doing, and you don't have a problem until you are under his scope. I mean, you the problem. You are the problem. Because I see everything the way it's supposed to be seen, right? The way I'm seeing it is this is going to be a problem. Because this man is rogue, right? It's not to say that you can't have an opinion about Street Lord Juan or you can't have an opinion about Meech. But when you make it a habit of tearing everybody down, but I didn't watch the interview, but I did see a thumbnail of him interviewing YBI Butch. I seen him interviewing YBI Butch. So this is what I'm talking about. So you shooting shots at G-Rock. You shooting shots at Juan because what it could be or it looked like to you or what may have happened or whatever. But you interviewing Butch, who is a known rat. You interviewing Butch, who is a known rat. So what that say about your character? Butch was cool because he was cool with you or he didn't mind giving you an interview? Butch a rat. That's not something that you gotta think about. The paperwork vouches for the fact that Butch was a rat. So why interview Butch? If you so against rats, why interview Butch? Why give Butch a platform? Once again, I didn't watch the interview, but I did see a thumbnail. And this is the point I'm making. If your character is of a certain standard, then how did this person get through your gates? This is a known rat. He didn't become a rat after you did the interview. This man been ratting since the 90s. This man is a known rat. He a known rat. So if you, man, F that rat, F that this, F that that, then that man should have never been able to reach out to you. I don't know because I'm not following everywhere and all of that. I don't know if he ever said anything bad about Butch. But what's the difference? Why so much hate for Meech, who nothing has shown that Meech was a rat? Why so much hate for Juan where nothing has been clear that Juan did anything? But Butch is a for show rat, a proven rat, and you gave him your platform and respect. It look like this is what I'm saying. What is the difference? What is the difference? So when we watching everybody have these issues and oh my God, why is everybody beefing with, like, man, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Somebody like that, the best thing you could do is not even respond. That's the best thing you can do. You don't even want to give them the platform. You don't even want to give them the opportunity to be mentioned next to your name. I was locked up when Juan, Blade, those guys was running the city. Whatever. I was locked up. I was a teenager, in the 90s, and I went to jail right after high school. I don't know what them guys did. I never was on the level. I ain't never copped nothing from them. I ain't never sold nothing to them. I never was close enough to them to have any opinion about anything they had going on. I've only met some of those guys through Dez. Shout out to Dez Walker. Dez my guy. I was in the movie Envy. So when we first started shooting the movie Envy, it was a bunch of street lords in the movie. Rook, everybody was in the movie. We were doing all these rehearsals and things. So I was around the guys a little bit. I was a kid though, bro. I was probably 14, 15. I wasn't never in their business. I didn't even know who these guys were for real. I only knew the little songs that was on the radio. I didn't know nothing about who was selling what in the streets. I'm in Southwest. I live in Southwest at the time. I don't know what these guys got going on. Right? Southwest was like its own little bubble until I got my license a couple years later, and I shoot out to different parts of the city chasing tail. That's it. Other than that, Southwest was like a bubble, right? I went to Latham for a couple years, never went nowhere in Southfield for real. I just stayed in Southwest. Even when I went to Latham, I just was in Southwest all the time. So I don't know nothing about what happened in Oak Park and Southfield. I don't know. I wasn't in the streets. Right? I wasn't in Oakland County streets. Like, who was in the Oakland County streets? There was a couple guys that, did some dirt out there. But I wasn't the guy. You know what I'm saying? I did my dirt in Southwest. So I don't know what them guys had going on. By the time all of the, the hoopla and all of that and Blade got killed, I was in the joint. I was in the joint from 03, the end of 02, beginning of 03 to the end of 2011. I don't know nothing about nothing. I was in the joint. Dawface was in the joint too. How you got so much information? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's like, dog, what's it to you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about that. I would never get on here and say anything about Lil Larry or this person or that. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know if them guys were beefing, if they had internal problems, if they had external beef. I don't know nothing about that. Everything is hearsay at that point. I was never around these guys. I was never around these guys. So I would never have an opinion, good, bad, or indifferent, about any of these guys. Because that's what real niggas do. I'm not about to tell you that G-Rock is a great guy. I don't know that. I am familiar with Lil Gary, his son, because I know the mom side of the family. But I don't know enough about Big Gary to have an opinion. So I wouldn't give an opinion. Right? That's what real niggas do. I don't know what's considered real anymore because the internet is like getting people to just disregard what's real because they want clicks and views. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. I know Jay Oneal personally, right? And Jay always been real with me. I'm gonna tell y'all this how I feel. This what real is to me, bro. Right? And he probably don't mind me talking this on the internet. But when I first started dealing with Jay, Jay said, I got some beats for you. I said, damn, you got beats for me? Like, we met on something else, but he like, I got some beats for you. I didn't even know he produced, right? I'm just being honest. I didn't know he made beats. So he like, yeah, I got some beats for you. I said, oh, you produce? Like, when you meet people in the streets, it's different. Like, it was people that I knew from the streets, like, and they didn't even know I rap. And at the time, I'm putting videos out every week or two. Like, people didn't know I rap. They'd be like, Jackpot, you talking to people, dude? Like, whatever. Like, the people I deal with in the streets, they don't care about me rapping, right? So when Jay was talking about he made beats, I don't know what he talking about. I met Jay in the streets. So when Jay was talking about making beats, I'm like, you make beats? Okay, everybody make beats. He like, yeah, I make this beat and that beat. I'm like, oh, you really make beats? He like, yeah. But Jay was going through something then. Jay said, man, I need you to help me get my equipment out the pawn shop. Buy some beats. I'll sell you a bunch of beats to help get my equipment out the pawn shop. While y'all may think, oh man, this nigga broke because y'all got a fucked up mindset. My attitude was that's real shit. That's real shit. He wasn't trying to middleman or PO play. He was saying buy these beats and I can get this equipment out and I got some beats for you. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit to me. What's real to you may have been stunting in front. Yeah, man, I got $1 million studio over here. Then he take me to somebody else's studio and I'm in a whole nother nigga studio and he front and stunt. Yeah, this my this my that. That's real to y'all because that's what y'all want out of people. That's not what I want out of people. I want real shit. I come in humility, man. It's cool. It's cool. We all started somewhere. It's okay. Right? I don't care what you tell the internet, nigga. When you talk to me man to man. What's up, man? I'm just keeping it real, man. And so I posted the link on here. If anybody wanted to join, we could have a conversation. I don't know what happened to, let me see, man. BKS. I don't know what happened to BK, y'all. Let me see. I thought BK was gonna jump on here. BK making content like mud. So let me see what happened with BK, man. But I'm just telling y'all, man, y'all, the way y'all Jay Oneal calling me now, that's so funny, bro. Jay Oneal, join the live, bro. What's up, Jay? Join the live. What's up, bro? What's up, man? Join the live, man. I'm trying to hit up BK ass, man. What?
Who was Baby Joker?
Huh?
Who was our boy you was putting on the live?
I ain't put, who you say, Baby Joker?
No, who else you had said on there?
Oh, BK Baby Truth.
Oh yeah, Baby Truth. Who that?
I'm on live now, man. You want to join the live? He be making little stuff on Dawgface. I seen like a video he made. That's actually the little homie though. He fuck with the BMF niggas. I met him through some of them.
Yeah, I got you. Shit.
You on live though? I'm on the live still, Jay. I was just talking about you. You ain't hear me talking about you?
Oh no.
He talking about nope. This how. Listen, y'all. This how the energy work, man. I'm not getting no. Huh?
I could join it, but I'm gonna need about 35, 40 minutes.
Man, I don't care. We'll come back on this bitch tomorrow. But it's cool. I'm on the live, man. Hit me up later.
Yeah, let's do it. This shit done motherfucking heads done came to roast it.
Yeah, I that's all you had to do anyway. It just shit is what it is, man. I tell him, man, I was just on here talking about it. I was talking about how I met you. So yeah, that shit crazy. You called me. That shit some funny shit, man. The internet a bad mother. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna get back on here. I might still be on here, Jay. Just shoot me a text, man. The link in there.
Okay, I just got to the crib. I'm gonna get myself together.
I bet.
Okay.
Listen, man, they didn't call me. That's crazy, dog. Listen, this wasn't scripted, it wasn't rehearsed. I'm sitting here talking about the man, and I hadn't talked about him the whole live. Like I tagged him earlier about it in case he wanted to join, but I literally start talking about him 2-3 minutes ago, and he called me like, bro, what's up with? He didn't know who BK Baby Truth is. So, I seen people talking about who dog, and he about to join. This little bro, what's up? Why? I'm gonna add BK in this thing. What's up? Why? What's up? Something wrong with your signal? Damn, his signal. Okay, he probably.
All right, hold on. Let me take it off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, his signal coming in bad. He gonna tap back in. Boom.
All right, is
What's
it better
up?
now?
Yeah, look, it's better. What's up? What?
Man, what's the deal, bro?
Hey, I was just.
See you free, man. You've been doing some amazing things, bro.
Man, I'm handling business. Hey, look, that motherfucker Jay Oneal just called me. I was talking about him. I just mentioned he just called and asked me who you was. Like who dog you tagged? Then your ass tapped in. What's up? Why?
Yeah. Man, what's the deal?
Man, listen, man, I see what
Hey,
you
listen,
doing.
is that the Jay Oneal that Dawgface been beefing with?
Yeah, Jay, me and Jay cool. Jay, my guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I be around the city, man. I ain't nobody that name drop everywhere. I just do my thing.
Yeah.
So he just asked me who you was, man. Who dog is you tag? I say, man, that's the little homie. But I say he ain't the little homie no more. That nigga grown, man. That nigga ain't no little homie.
No, I'm still a little homie.
No, I ain't
No, for
gonna do you
sure.
like that, man. You earned your spot. You did what you had to do, man. I ain't doing no. One thing about me, y'all respect me enough to where I don't gotta like make it weird. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't
Yeah.
gonna ever make it weird. I see what you doing. I respect what you doing. I did. I watched a couple of your videos on YouTube. I commented on one of them yesterday, I think, the day before. But I seen what you was doing on YouTube. Showing the dog face shit. That's why I tagged
Yeah, yeah.
you. Yeah. So I see what you was doing on there. I tagged you. So most of the people that I know personally, Seven tapped in, you, Jay, like I tell everybody, the people that I know personally is the people I know personally. I don't have a personal relationship with Street Lord Juan and G Rock and different people like that. But certain people that he having these run-ins with that I know personally, I'm like, man, I've had good dealings with everybody. I ain't had no bad dealings with people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to come on there and be like, I didn't have a bad dealing with Dawface. Dawface used to manage me. I didn't have bad dealings with
Oh, okay.
Dawface. Yeah, I didn't have bad dealings with Dawface. So I'm not about to, but the character that he displaying now is the character I seen then, and that's why I created distance from Dawface, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying with the people in Detroit, y'all seen this. Y'all seen this with everybody else, and y'all thought, oh, he never gonna have that attitude towards me.
And see, I seen it kind of early too. Like you said, you did. I did some business with him. I did an interview. He was cool. We exchanged numbers. He was gonna do some mixing. He was gonna help me with all kind of stuff. That sounded promising. Then I go do another interview with him.
Hmm.
Everything sound promising again. He like, man, I've been telling you to tap in. I'm like, all right, yeah, for sure. So now me and him in close, conversation. I'm thinking this is a big bro of mine. Like he got all of these, resources and things of that nature. Not saying I'm trying to use them for it, but it'll behoove me to, you feel me, learn from this man, especially if he's trying to pour into me.
Most definitely.
So I started seeing little funny stuff he'll do. And then he commented on something that I didn't mean to do. I went viral for, I guess you could say, talking crazy about a lot of different Detroit topics.
Hmm.
When I seen he was over ecstatic about that, and then it's like he started inching towards that, I had to bag up from him because I'm like, oh yeah, I know what he gonna do next.
Definitely.
And then it's
Definitely.
like even with me, he's trying to puts out old text messages when I'm thanking him. Yeah, I was thanking you because at the time you were pouring into me. Don't
Hmm.
make it seem like we have a relationship.
Hmm.
I went on a podcast and he knew that me and another rap individual who had patched it up as of now had an issue. He asked me about the issue. I told him about it. I wasn't disrespectful at all. What he did is he went back to the artist, was talking like I was saying all kind of crazy stuff, and then he put out the interview, and I only said what I said, but he had already told the bigger artist I was talking crazy and recorded them talking crazy about me. So when
Hmm.
my interview come out, oh, I don't have the full interview of Baby Truth because I was trying to, that was my man's. I was trying to chop it up. No, you wasn't, because I didn't say nothing like that. And whatever I said to that individual, I said it to his face when we just got cool. You know what I'm saying? And I knew right then and there, like, oh yeah, he gonna be a problem, because now he see that a person will get more fame off the internet for negativity than positivity.
Yep.
And once he seen that, because I don't know if people remember, like, I try not to be funny when I say these things because people be like, "Who are you?" But I feel like things that I do in Detroit, far as my generation, once I do it, other rappers and other people around my space start doing it. I did the Kid L interview. It went viral 2 times.
Hmm.
Next thing I know, dog just keep going on there, like using the same formula that I use, but I didn't do it to really defame. I was telling my story,
Hmm.
letting people know what was on my mind. So it kind of threw me back for a loop, and I kind of not been doing music or doing media stuff for almost a year or two because it made me seem as if, okay, yeah, I might have a big voice in the city, but I don't want to be looked at as, yeah, you and Dawgface are the most dangerous people in the city. Nah. I'ma speak my truth, and that's what it is. Whatever he got going on, that's what he got going on. I don't agree with that. I don't even rock with him.
Definitely. And that's what I was saying right before y'all came on, right before you came on, and Jay just called. But that's what I was saying, bro. When character is everything, right? So you got somebody like you know me 10, 15, whatever years, nigga gonna be like, man, JP, right? You know what I'm saying? Character is character. So if I came on here and I behaved out of character, somebody might even shoot me a text, you tripping, right? You're gonna be like, you tripping. So I'm telling people I've known Dog since when he was first really getting his feet wet. And his character has been his character, right? Even when I was gone, right? So it was an issue I had with the Detroit Music Awards, whatever, hip hop awards. And I said they either gonna give me a award or I'm gonna come in there with the Southwest niggas and we gonna tear the award show up, right? And I said that in jest, you know, because I'm cool with the dudes who do the award show, but I said it in jest. But dude got on a platform and was like, you know, I stopped JP1 from bringing them Southwest niggas in there. And I was like, nah, when I came, this is something that came to me while I was in the feds. So when I came home, it's somebody else mentioned it, they end up like kind of like, you know, joking about it. And I was like, nah, nobody gonna stop me from doing whatever I'm gonna do. I'm me. Like when I want to do something, I got my mind made up. You know what I'm saying? And at the time that this happened, me and Dogface wasn't even like had a professional relationship, let alone a personal one. So he would have never been able to, hey man, you don't want to do that, boo, boo, boo. You know what I'm saying? He ain't
Yeah,
even most of the time. He not even that type of character. He, yeah, go get him, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
for
You know what
real,
I'm saying?
for
So,
real.
so when it was said that, and then I watched the on the porch interview, and he was sitting on the porch talking. This was while I was gone, and I came home, and somebody like kind of like sent it to me, like I ain't know Dogface took you on the road. I'm watching the interview, and Dog say, yeah, you know, I took, you know, I'm the first one that put artists on the road, and he got to naming people. And he was like, JP1, bro, you never took me on nobody road. By the time I got on the road, I had already cut ties. I was working with the twins. It's two twins. They run Hip Hop University or University of Hip Hop or something. They from like Inkster or Ipsy or somewhere, and
Yeah.
they end up introducing me to Big Hef. So
Okay.
the first time I went on the road was with Big Hef. While I was on the road with Big Hef, I met his tour manager, and I'm still cool with the tour manager. I don't know what what their relationship is, but I just talked to the tour manager, and basically I told the tour manager, he basically explained to me what he did. He was like, he put these tours together and you can pay them by date. So you can get 15 dates, 20 dates, tell them where you want to go. Yeah. So when Dog got to running it down to me, I'm like, oh, okay, this is the plug. You know what I'm saying? So me and Dog end
Yeah.
up cool. So every time I went on the road, I just broke bread. I paid
Yeah.
Dog, he set up dates. And these sometimes they'd be like 500 people shows. Man, sometimes he'd set up a date, it'd be 30 people in there. I didn't care. I'm going to get experience, keep networking and doing that. So when somebody like a Dogface say, yeah, I did this, I'm like, nah, bro, I spent that bread every time.
No, for real.
Every time. I'm pushing pills from here to
I was witnessing you spending that bread though.
That's what I'm
That's how I
saying.
met you.
Yeah, I'm spinning bread. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I never came on here and just dog dude, but I'm like, dude want to take credit for everything. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that went on in the city, dude, you had nothing, man. Juan and all in what they did, you played no part in that. But you want to insert yourself into Detroit history, bro. There's no Detroit history that includes you. You managed me, you managed a couple other guys. Shout out to Tay, Reds on Tay, you managed Tay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tay did his
Shout out
thing.
to Tay.
Shout out to Tay. Tay a real nigga. You managed Tay. But even with Tay, you taking a bunch of credit where Tay was breaking bread. You know what I'm saying? You taking a bunch of credit where you did more for Tay than you did for me because Tay had money at the time. And at the time when he was trying to manage me, I didn't have a bag. You know what I'm saying? Tay
Yeah.
had money, but if Tay came to me right now with 500,000, I'll show Tay where to put it. I still got PR people, different people. If that's what I'm not gonna take credit for it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm not gonna be like I made you a star. No, Tay spent that money. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, Dog character is his character. My only issue with the city is we seen the character, right? I seen the character 15 years ago. Some of these other
Yeah.
people, seen the character and they wait till they get bit before they have a problem with it. Nah, the character fucked up.
But see, this was somebody was telling me yesterday. I got a partner of mine. He rap, and he a little bit older than me. He knew him before I knew him when he first came out of prison. He say, "Dog been like that, but what happened is other people seen it and they cut it at the head. So now this is his resurfacing, and he
Mhm.
trying to bite everybody that didn't let him get in. You
That
know,
that that could make sense, but my point is this: if I see the snake bite you, I don't gotta go get bit. That's all I'm saying.
not
So just
true.
as fast as some of these people like today or yesterday when all hell broke loose, I'm like, dude, y'all seen this, dude. The thing what he did to Meech was discredited already, right? You can't say I'm Detroit this, it's Detroit, we Detroit, 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 Detroit. Then you go dog Meech, then you go dog
Well,
Juan.
you know what? No, I can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say that. I gotta be real. If I wouldn't be able to hold these three letters if I wasn't real.
Yeah.
No, if everything added up, and this is a conversation that I had with Dude himself, Meech, me
Hmm.
and Dude, eye to eye. He broke it all down to me. If his stuff wasn't what it was, go ahead, do that.
Definitely. No, I'm saying
Go
that.
ahead, do that.
Yeah. No, I agree
You
with
know,
that.
I don't care about somebody being like, oh yeah, we from Detroit, we gonna harbor a rat. No, we not doing that.
No, but it was nothing that proved that he was a rat.
That's
That's
the
all.
problem I got with
That's my only problem. If
it.
Meech a rat, then Meech a rat. I'm saying at the time it was nothing that proved that dude was a rat. So for you to go on there and go, you want to be the loudest voice about it, that's a little weird to me when you claiming to represent Detroit a certain way. Now, if he a rat and it came out that he a rat, I always said this while I was making the content about it. If dude come out to be a rat, it ain't nothing about Southwest that's gonna make me feel like I'm not gonna say, man, that nigga's a rat. You know what I'm saying? But it was nothing that said he was. So if we doing Detroit this, that, you gotta give him grace until it's something that say this man a rat.
Straight up.
That's it. And that's how I feel. If you really had Detroit best interests at heart, that's the way you playing it, right? Same thing with anybody else. So right now you dogging 42 Dugg, you dogging it. Dugg solid. Dugg crew solid. App and them guys solid. I don't know Dugg, but I know App and them. I know the OGs solid.
Yeah.
App solid, like literally solid as it come. App didn't just come home. He brung his niggas home and still
Hmm.
bringing them home, bro. It ain't even about look at what I got. He ain't running around stunned. App doing good for himself. He not doing it. He bringing his niggas home. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So dudes' characters be different, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Dog who put this together, corn, Eastside nigga. Listen, character, listen, flawless character. You see what I'm saying? Character is everything. So when the dude did that to Meech, first of all, when he did it to Juan, right? It's nothing that say Juan bad. It's
Yeah.
nothing, bro. I done been in the feds. I done been around shit. It's nothing nowhere in the world that's gonna tell you Juan bad, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I seen he
That's a fact.
posted. I seen he posted something earlier with a Juan Bunky saying that he thought Vez was hot. Man, if he thought Vez was hot, so fucking what? So
Right.
what? If I think a nigga hot, I think he hot till I find out he not hot. You talking about 5, 6, 7, 8 years past? I may have talked to the rappies or whoever. They like, no, dog solid. What are we?
For
That's what I'm
real.
saying. You talk the same thing you talking about where he done recorded something and then he putting it out 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Like whatever, bro. You things change, man. So yeah, it was questionable. I may have been like, dang, how you get 2 years for this or three? I might have already been questionable. And then I may talk to one or two people that say, no, dog solid, this what happened. And I'm good. I don't have to come back
Yeah.
and explain the vids that I thought you was bold. I'm cool now.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I mean by people and character. All that weird stuff, bro. We don't need that. At the time where this dude is creating all this confusion, man, Detroit banging right now. This the time where people like you and different, like one of the homies battle rap, JP battle rap, man, he hit me up this week, bro. I need a manager, bro. I need this. This the time where the OG
Yeah.
supposed to be helping y'all put y'all stake in the ground, not tearing y'all down, not running around on the internet trying to make everybody hot, Dog and Dugg and all of them. Like Dugg got a whole crew that look now, and then you can't control them people, bro. Dugg
Hmm.
can't control them people, bro. Peezy can't control them people. You know what I'm saying? So when something happened, if something happened, Lord forbid something happens, you can't even they can't even say, well, man, I had to tell them stand down. Sometimes things happen before it's time to stand down. But what's
No,
going
for
on
real.
is Dawface got money, right? However he got his money, you got people talking about they got a lawsuit or whatever. I don't care about that. But when you got money, you can hide, right? People see me in the
Uh-huh.
city still, right? I ain't got $1 million. I'm doing all right. I ain't got a meal ticket, right? I can't hide.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna be at the grocery stores we at. You know what I'm saying? I don't where everybody maneuvering at. Dog probably live in Atlanta or whoever
he
else.
do.
You feel what I'm saying? So you starting all this confusion here, and then you pop in and out. You feel what I'm saying? You popping in and out, my guy. You
And see,
start.
and that's why the whole thing, big bro, where I started taking it and putting it on YouTube to chronicleize it. Because what you won't do is you won't stir up all of this mess, be somewhere else, let it die down, and then try to loop back around and repair them the relationships because it's no longer on the net. No, you said what you said, you did what you did, and you try to tear down the hip hop community like you did, and now
Def-
you're gonna have to stand for it.
yep. Yep. But you creating confusion here. Even the stuff with Juan and Blade family. You keep making this man, oh, he did this and that. That man's still here. Juan's still a phone call away, bro. So you might Juan can't even walk into a studio session and don't know who looking at him cross-eyed. Cause you stirring up confusion, but you out there somewhere, bro.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We at the point where people Juan plug, bro. Like as far as the industry and shit go, Juan plug. So we in a place where Juan should be helping get certain people in certain rooms, and now he got to watch his back because you just spreading shit on him.
Yeah.
There's no way you gonna tell me that that's creating a better atmosphere for the hip hop community or anybody else
But
here.
see, and that's what I was about. I'm glad you said that because that's when I initially did my second interview before he stirred up controversy between me and another rapper. He was
Hmm.
trying to kick it to me as if that I got so much dirt on these niggas. They've been stopping and gatekeeping, not letting artists through. Only this artist got signed because of this person, but he telling people that he got them signed. And then I started looking back and start going and talking to the actual people that was getting these people signed. They was like, no, I did get them signed. So at first, when he was going at these people, I can't sit back and lie and say as if I never put out no statements, but I was kind of like, okay, yeah, cool. If that's what need to be done to be cleaned up, go ahead, do it. But once you start making up lies about people and just pulling stuff out the sky, man, nah.
Yeah.
Because
And
what motives do you have? Like, if you tear down the old and the youth, what you think? Detroit and the whole entertainment industry just gonna fuck with you? If they don't fuck with us, they're not gonna fuck with you.
definitely, definitely. And that's what it seemed like to me. It's like he trying to look, they this, but look at me. And the way he going about it is just not the right way, man. Like if you really want a certain level of respect, then you got to handle yourself with a certain level of respect. Because people respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I tell people, man, I say, look, bro, I done had my fallouts, but I ain't never fell out with a real nigga, bro.
Hmm.
Because anybody falling out with me, we can have a phone call. Oh, bro, that was a misunderstanding. Boo, boo, boo. If I can't have that phone call, it's like arguing with your woman where she not taking no accountability, blah, blah, blah. Y'all just going back and forth. But a real nigga gonna listen like, damn, I did handle that wrong. Damn, I should
Uh-huh.
have reached out. You feel what I'm saying? And we can leave that conversation. I'm on all peace, right? Anytime I've had an
Right.
issue with a real nigga, I've been on all peace. Like, bro, we can sit down, boo, boo, boo. We can bump into each other, meet. When I was looking for Maniac, I ran in the studio building they had on Greenfield and Grand River. And the nigga who
Yeah.
was leasing the building out reached out to me. Like one of the OG blood niggas. I ain't even know he had nothing to do with it. Big Suge Knight looking nigga, bro. He reached out to me. He did, yeah, on the G. He reached out to me. He was like, boo, boo, boo. And I pulled up.
Yeah.
And he had to respect that. I pulled up on him and his brother, big niggas. And I pull up, it's me and Cinco, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cinco like
Yeah.
too. But when I pull up, we get to kicking it. He like, man, I fuck with you. He said, I already fuck with your music, but I fuck with what you did to Dog. And I fuck with how you handling it right now. With talk, I pulled up. I had to scrap, but I did pull up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when we kick it, we leave the conversation with Dog Bo. He shouldn't have been woofing on the net and hiding. They end up kicking him out the office. No joke. Like the next week, they got him out of there. I see somebody
Yeah.
like, man, bro. But that's how real niggas handle business. So the way Dawg, you can't be bumping into it with everybody from Detroit, not from Detroit. Blah, 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 blah. If you was representing for Detroit, you're not about to be bumping in, you're not about to be bumping head. Like, bro, I respect you and your brother, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
I'm not about to be bumping heads with y'all. If y'all had a problem with Jackpot, by the time y'all say y'all got a problem, I'm texting you. What's up, bro? The last time I texted you, you ain't have my number saved though. But I'm texting you like, what's up, bro? Yo, you talking about who
I
is this
got you.
nigga?
I got you, Dada.
But I'm just saying, I'm gonna reach out. You know what I'm saying? I bumped
Yeah.
into R3 them daddy. You probably you might know R3 them, but I bumped into they daddy at the Kroger like maybe a week or so ago. I ain't even recognize him, but he stopped when he was, what's up, Jackpot, man? Woo, woo. He had to remind me, and I'm R3 and said that, oh, what's up, Big Said? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I'm just saying, bro, I view respect a certain way, and I carry myself a certain way. You feel what I'm saying? So if I'm a represent for Detroit, I know I gotta step it up. You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I gotta step it up. I'm representing for the city. I'm not going out and saying I represent the city and then tearing the city down at the same time. It don't work like that.
It don't. It don't work like that.
So at this point, the truth is you represent for yourself, right? You represent for yourself and you represent for you. You only care about you. You care about your progression. You care about the way people look at you. You want to be the man. So
He
you
want to
got
be
to,
up there with academics and all of them, and the only way for him to do it is to have a story. So he coming out here creating these stories to have people saying his name and not, hey, look, guys, I'm just like y'all. They talking about me.
yeah, but this one thing you can't do. So the streets gonna talk what the streets gonna talk, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nobody saying Jackpot had no lawsuit. Jackpot hustled his way to whatever. When they talk about me in Southwest, the OGs respect me a certain way because I handle my business a certain way. You can't manufacture that. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
you can't.
saying? You can't manufacture that. You can't manufacture whatever. I wasn't never rolling Lamborghinis and you know what I'm saying, where people be like, man, Dawg was a millionaire out here, blah, blah, blah. But as far as my character and integrity, you can't manufacture that. You can't manufacture somebody disrespect me and I got on their head right then. I didn't go to the internet. You can't manufacture certain things. You see what I'm saying? So trying to manufacture it for the internet is the reason why it's so much head bumping,
Yeah.
right? You trying to put yourself in, yeah, I put Team Eastside on, but you did. Them niggas worked their ass off. And not only did they work their ass off, they hustled their ass off. So
Yeah.
you can't take credit for that. They didn't took losses for that. Them boys have been to the feds. They didn't lost certain homies for that. Them niggas was in the streets. They had to get their shit together. You see what I'm saying? Them boys stayed in the studio. They stayed working. Right now, Vez a studio rat. He in the studio. Them boys work. They put themselves in position. You can't put yourself in a certain position like you putting the city on or you did certain things. That's the reason why you want a dog. That's the reason why you want a dog Juan and them guys. Because Juan put certain people in position. Even when Juan
Yeah.
was in prison, bro, Juan made phone calls for guys.
Yeah.
So you can't be that. You're not gonna get the respect that Juan got. It don't matter how you got your money. We don't relate to you like we relate to Juan or Meech or anybody else. You don't have that type of story. So you can dog them, but because you're dogging people so you can get in their story because you don't have a story of
That's
your
right.
own. Because you don't have, I don't have to
Exactly.
do that. You ain't as much as I know who I know, you know who I know, but I've never ran around and BMF this or three, you know what I'm saying? I don't do that. I fuck with my people. Sometimes I fuck with people and be mad if they post a picture like, damn, bro, we was just chilling. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying I'll be cooling because I got my own story. You feel what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
comfortable
No,
in
I
what,
feel what you're saying for sure.
yeah, I'm comfortable in what I've built. Right? I'm comfortable in what I've been
Yeah.
through. I know that I don't have to come on here and say I ain't a rat because I ain't never had no rat and implications or no type of things. Like, no, I caught my cases, I shut up, never made a statement, I'm good. So when I do
Yeah.
certain things, people on there like, no, dog solid.
Uh huh.
You feel what I'm saying? But you don't have people that's co-signing that for you. So you have to come out here and be louder than everybody. You got to be seen more than everybody. You got to shoot shots at everybody because you can't just jump on a live like I did today and the homies jump on the live. What's up, bro?
Facts,
Right?
facts.
It's like the kid at school that's just not accepted. Once they not accepted, they the bully now. I
Uh
gotta
huh.
be the bully because y'all don't fuck with me. So fuck y'all. Now you can't get in the in crowd. You gotta seem anti-in crowd. Now I'm such and such. I'm the big bad guy. I'm this and that and that. All that's cool,
Facts.
bro. But it's only so much people watching you, but they not respecting you.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They not
To the point
respecting you.
where if you look at it, his YouTube channel don't even got views. He's on other people's YouTube channels
Mm.
talking about Detroit.
And I'm talking about and going crazy on us. And I tell people this before you came on, I don't know how much you've seen, but I told them, man, I didn't necessarily grow up in Detroit. I was born here, and then my mama moved to Ben Harbor. I was there till I was like 12. Basically, I came back here when I was like 13. And the people from Southwest, not saying dog ain't from Southwest.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nobody on there, so you can't say that, oh, you came from Pontiac and then blah blah blah. No, when I say I'm from Southwest, them Southwest niggas like, nigga, that's Southwest. You know what
Cause
I'm
your
saying?
character.
Because that's a Southwest nigga. That's that because the
Mhm.
way I represent it, right?
Yeah.
So now with everybody, oh, you from Pontiac? Why the East Side disclaiming you all of a sudden? Why nobody want to rep? You know what I'm saying? Why
Uh huh.
so it's just weird that, but that was my issue, and I said that earlier too. That was one of the issues I had with Gov, that Southwest don't really want to claim you like that. You know what I'm saying? BMF ain't really claiming you like that. The Crips ain't really claiming you. Why are you keep trying to, and then you next to me throwing up gang signs and you just started that this week? That's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Just be you. That's if you around me, you can always be you. I talked about Jay Oneal a little earlier, and I mentioned the fact that when I first started kicking it with him, I met Jay on some street shit, and then Jay was like, "Yeah, I make beats," and then he was like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, "Shit, where the beats at?" He said, "Look, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you. My studio equipment in the pawn shop. Give me this, that, and that, and I'll give you a batch of beats." That's real shit to me.
That's
So
real shit
that's
though.
real shit. My shit in the pawn shop, nigga. But I made this beat, this beat, this beat. Jay
Yeah.
made some of the bigger beat, like the
No,
seven.
he did.
Yeah, Jay made some shit. So when Jay like I made this, that, and that, I said, "Oh shit," he talking about this pawn shop shit. But that was real nigga shit to me. You know what I'm
No, for
saying?
real.
So that's real nigga shit. I'm not worried about that. I'm in the streets, bro. We go fly high. Sometimes we gonna scrape low. Shit, we bounce back. We do, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's just a part of being in the streets, and
That's
anybody
how it
that's in the
go.
streets know that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm
definitely
respecting
how
the
it go.
fact he ain't say, yeah, come to such and such studio. I walk in there and the nigga rob me. You know what I'm saying?
You
The
feel
nigga
me?
say, buy some beats so I go get this shit out the pawn shop, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's some real nigga
That's
shit.
real shit. That's some real shit.
So when so that's all I mean by character, man. I meet people at different points, and I respect character, bro. I'm not worried about your pockets. I'm not worried about who you plug with. I'm not worried
Uh
about
huh.
none of that, bro. I'm more so into character, right? And that's why I'm a certain character myself. I handle myself with a certain type of respect because that's what I look for in people.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't lead with money. Anybody that's look at me, nigga, I got this money, that money, boo. I don't lead with that. I do all right for myself. You see, I got this shit. It's a whole little shit. I got high ceilings and shit. I do all right for
Yeah.
myself the right way. But what I'm saying is, I don't lead with that.
Mhm.
I don't lead with that. My lady told me
And
like,
that's just corny shit too. When a
yeah, that
nigga
shit
do that.
corny. Yeah, you don't gotta lead with that. A motherfucker know you doing good. You don't gotta lead with it though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lead with respect. Now when you deal with me, you okay, dog, doing all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my lady told me like about a month ago or so. She was like, "Baby, you just was supposed to have money, you know, because I'm literally, bro. I want middleman nickel bag of weed at this point. I'm doing everything the right way." And I told
Yeah.
my lady, and we were just kicking it. I was like, "Look, you know, at the time, you know, I'm doing everything illegal. You don't think, you know, you gonna, you know, hit a certain level legally?" And I'm like, "Shit." She's like, "No, baby, you just was meant to have money." That's how he said you was
No,
just meant to
hey, listen, OG, I'm learning that though. Some people meant to have it. Some people meant to
You
not
just
have
meant
it.
to, you meant to have
No
money,
matter
bro.
what they do.
That's it.
Yeah.
You got some niggas that have it for a week and then it's gone. You know what I'm saying? I done had my struggle since I've been home from the joint, but I knew I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the way she was you just meant to have money. Like, yeah, I don't know. And some people are. So some people can't get you get the struggle in your mind to
Yeah.
where you always struggling. Like I'm struggling. You start forcing yourself to struggle. Now you put yourself in a position to struggle. You might be up
Fact.
100. You go gamble it away. Now you back struggling because you put yourself mentally in a place to always struggle. I don't put myself even when I'm struggling. I'm thinking shit. This temporary because I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Even if
That's
it go
exactly
all
how I
bad,
figure.
if it go all bad for me tomorrow, right, bro? It can go bad. Like I can be, my account can be negative $2,000, 5,000. I don't care, nigga. I'm thinking
Yeah.
to myself, shit, I'll be straight next week. I'm me, nigga. I'll never get
Uh-huh.
down on myself. I never
Yeah.
get down on myself. Shit, I'll be cool. Shit, 30 days, I'm me. You know what I'm saying, nigga? I'm me.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm me. I'm gonna figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, everything can go bad. Both cars can be down. Nigga, it can be an eviction notice somewhere. I'm like, what? I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I'm me. I'll get this shit
Yeah.
together. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
No, that's
I mean,
exactly
nigga,
how I be on it.
look, and she talking about, baby, you really be talking to yourself. I'm jackpot, nigga. I'm never down in myself. I'm never sitting there like, man, what was you thinking? How did you do this? You're a loser. I ain't never talking to myself. Nigga, you jackpot, nigga. Shake this shit off and go get this money, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For real. So no, man. But I seen you making the content. I love that shit, man. I gotta get
And
me
I
an intro. How
appreciate it,
you
bro.
got the intro and outro? I gotta give me an intro. I looked at your shit yesterday and said, I gotta get an intro and outro.
Man, I had one of the videographers from the city do it. One of the
Yeah.
young guys.
Man, send him my way. I'm gonna have him do an
All
intro
right,
and
I got
outro for me. Yeah, I seen. I say, man, that's what I need. I need to go, and I need to do this. You know, I just moved and shit and did some more shit, bro. I got so much going on. I run a tax team now, other shit in this tax time. I've been busy as fuck. This is my first live in like a month and a half down there.
you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, man,
Oh,
let
you
me
gotta
get back
stay
on my
on it.
shit. Yeah, I got it. When I seen you yesterday, and I say, man, this motherfucker done snuck up. He got 10,000 followers on this bitch.
Man, hell yeah. Hey, listen, I got them bitches quick as hell.
Look, I say
I've
this
been
nigga.
grinding since July, like going hard.
But you got to stay on there every day. So that's why I'm
Yeah,
telling
every
myself I
day.
got to be on here every day, man. And I say that all the time, and then I be on here and be 2 more weeks. One thing about it, if I ain't on here, I'm making some motherfucking money though. But I
No,
definitely
for
need to
sure.
be on here.
For sure. They need your intellect. I ain't gonna lie
Yeah,
to you.
yeah, man.
That's
And it's
why
a
I
different
start
point of
fucking
view.
with it.
And it's a different point
Yeah.
of view, man. Everybody got a point of view. My main thing with the dog face thing is people created a monster. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, we definitely did.
we gotta take
And
some
I take
accountability.
accountability for it.
Definitely.
I take accountability for sure. I take accountability for it.
Definitely. And I'm not even mad about, Dog making progress, his platforms. I'm just saying with us, it's you can't have it both ways. He can't represent and then you like, man, he ain't from here. Like, nah, either you with it or you not. It can't
Straight up.
be when he say something about your cousin, now you mad. Like, nah, either you fuck with Dog or you don't. Me personally, I don't rock with it. I don't rock with it. I don't rock with nobody you seem like a professional hater. I
Yeah.
don't rock with it.
And
You know what
see,
I'm saying?
I don't even. To me, he don't seem like a professional hater. He seems like an opportunist.
That's
So he's
better.
gonna
That's
record the
better.
conversations. He's gonna screenshot the text messages, and wherever he can see fit to use it, he gonna use it.
That's
Like
better, yeah.
like me and Dogface got into it. I ain't never at first. I ain't never call him out his name or nothing. I was like, "Hey, OG, why you yelling at me? No, you hoe ass nigga, you bitch ass." I say, "OG, why you gotta talk to me like that? OG, I'm trying to get an understanding." But now every time I talk to him, I go bad on him before he even. As soon as he like, if I see it, because I got his number saved on my phone. If I see him calling my phone, I pick it up. What a hoe ass nigga, where you at? Straight up. That's how I deal with him because now I see that, oh no, you don't really want that physical altercation. You don't want them problems for real. You
Yeah.
probably trying to record a nigga call, just try to see where you could throw it out and try. Oh yeah, I was talking about. No, you wasn't talking to me. You wasn't. We don't kick it like that. I did 2 interviews with you. That's how I had contact with you.
Yeah,
Not everything else is me reaching out to you a couple of times like, hey, what's going on? Why you on Big Dog like this?
yeah, yeah. Whole thing,
Hey,
whole level of respect just dropped all the way down. Like you say, you went from what's up, OG, to whole ass nigga.
every time I get on the phone,
Damn, that's crazy.
it's
Say every
sad.
time. Say, and he just gonna call you on bullshit.
Listen, he gonna call the phone. He gonna randomly call the Facebook Messenger, the IG Messenger.
Damn.
Like one of my mans, like, why you don't block him? I say, why would I block somebody like that? He calling thinking I'm stupid enough to give him some information. No, I'm gonna call. Well, if he call me, I'm gonna yell at him. If he say something, I'm gonna keep it in my mind. Like, okay, this is what he said. And leave it at that.
Yep, I get it. I definitely get it. Man, anyway, man, I appreciate you tapping in. I'm tapping in. I love what you're doing. Even when you repurpose his shit and just, it's all content. So it's all good.
No, definitely, it's all content, but I'm gonna slow down on that because really, what I was trying to do is put it back out. But I always try to leave a message for the Detroit people as we're not rocking with this.
Yeah.
I'm just showing y'all what he's doing. If unless you haven't seen it because you didn't see some other interviews he did, and you think he's
hmm
some kind of hero, no, this is what he's really about.
Yeah, and they gotta see it. They gotta see it. I'm about to get Jay O'Neal last. He talking about he needed 30 minutes. He need to get on here too. I need to talk to Jay. He was on Jay Head. Seven already came on here, but he
No,
was
I ain't
on
gonna lie, he was on Jay Head. He used to send me. That's why I was like, oh, that's Jay O'Neal. Because I'm talking about when they first started beefing.
Yeah.
He would send me DMs and stuff like, "Hey, go like this picture on my page." I would never like it, but I'll just go look like, damn, what type of dude do this?
Yeah.
If you got a problem with somebody, I don't even know this guy. Why you hit me up randomly telling me go like a poster you talking about him?
And Seven ain't a bad guy either. Whatever the case, Seven was just on here texting and messaging. Seven cool, bro. The
No, that's
case,
my guy.
the case, some bullshit. Everybody knew the case. I don't, you a little younger than us, but all of us knew the case. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He a little older than me too, but all of us knew the case. The guys that's been, around the community, rap community, everything, we knew the case. We didn't know every single detail, but it's too late in the game to, oh man, you did this 30 years ago. Now I'm mad. Like, it's just too
it's
late in
too
the game
late.
for all of that now.
Too
Like
late.
Dog never lied. Now if he lied about it, if he told me he was a drug dealer and he went to jail for selling birds, and then we found out he got this case, now your character questionable. And I'm like, dog, you on some garbage. But he's always been in front of that. Even when I was in the joint, I didn't bump into Seven, but I bumped into people that damn near like
Yeah,
forever Seven as far as rapping and everything. And I'll be on the yard battling. They be like, man, you cold, but Seven, boy, Seven one of them, you know what I'm saying? And they
yeah.
would mention that. They be like, man, he had one of them cases, man, but it's crazy how it happened, but man, dog a good dude, you know what I'm saying? And
No,
but
no, he a good dude for sure.
yeah,
That's
so
my
stuff
guy.
happened, man. I don't know the victim. I don't know none of that stuff, man. I do know that we were all aware of that, and I'm not giving it a pass, but we were all aware of that, and we were all privy to the information. I never looked the case up. I remember before I went to the feds, a girl was like, "If y'all got kids that go to this school, be careful, because this guy on the predator list," and it was Seven. And I seen that, and I was like, "Dang!" But he was, forthcoming in. You know what I mean? Then he did the interview, and I'm just saying we knew that. Like people switching up now,
Yeah.
that shit weird. It's kind of weird.
No, that shit weird
Um,
as hell.
yeah, it's kind of
So
weird.
anybody, and this is something that I want to go on record on saying, anybody that I have seen like a post from Dawgface talking about a Detroit artist, a Seven the General, or Street Lord Juan,
hmm
I went from maybe following 2,000 people to following 263 people.
Damn.
I'm not playing that. You won't support him on the back end and then try to be in all of our face. I'm not
Yep.
going for that.
Yep. And
I'm
dog
talking
it
about my own people that's a part of what I call family even did it, and I unfollowed them. I'm not playing that shit.
most definitely. Yep. It's and then like you say, you got people that's going, they in the background. Seven is cool. Don't this. Nah, man, y'all knew what time it was, man. Like with dude, he killed his wife, Super MC.
Yeah.
right? Super MC. I was in the circuit and running around with Dawg. Dawg was weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never rocked with Dawg. So when that
Yeah.
happened with Dawg, yeah, Dawg was a weirdo. He was a super weirdo, man.
Hey,
So
listen, his covers looked like he was. Hey, listen, I be trying to go back and do my history, so when I looked at the shit, I say, no, I'm gonna skip this one.
so that's what I mean. Like with Seven, like y'all trying to, like, I couldn't dare get on here today and be like, man, I ain't messing with Seven. Like, bro, I knew before I had him on a song or 3 or 4 did shows with him, and I knew what the case
Yeah.
was, man. And I had a story already, served to me about the case, and that was damn near what he talked about on the Kid L interview. Man, I'm cool with that. I'm not saying that it's cool. I'm not saying that it's good. I'm saying that shit happens sometimes. And sometimes the situation that we end up in, it just put us in a bad situation. And it's kind of like, a lot of these guys perping because
Yeah.
I've never had a thing for young girls, and nobody on here gonna make me that guy. But a lot of y'all niggas was 17 taking them little ninth graders home and doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, y'all tripping. And for y'all to get on here perping, that's like niggas saying they don't watch porn. Like, y'all niggas was on some weird shit.
Fact.
Y'all was on some weird shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just so happen to be a person that I lost my virginity young to an older girl, and it just so happened that that was what I liked. I liked older girls.
Same here.
So I wasn't chasing young girls around. But some of you niggas was weird. Like, it was weird to me that you niggas, I graduated at 17. Some of y'all was 18 and 19 and chasing the little 13-year-old girls coming from 8th grade. They ain't even started
That's a
high
fact.
school yet.
That's a
So
fact.
so some of y'all niggas was 22 and 23 pulling up to the high school. You know what I'm saying? So then y'all come on here, oh, Seven disgusting and all that. I'm
But
not saying
then,
it's good.
no, even deeper than that, y'all let the rock bottom guy, T-Dot, and that used to be my guy till I
Yeah,
found out that. Y'all let
yeah.
T-Dot run around and y'all knew. Y'all seen it with y'all eyes.
Listen, man, that T Dot another weirdo. So I've been in the studios with T Dot. I done even been in some street shit with T Dot, like different shit. And
Same here.
I know him, know him around him. Even when I came home, my brother, like, man, I just seen T Dot. He just asked about you. I said, bro, that's not my man's. You know what I'm saying? I kept telling my brother, like, bro, that's not my man's. Like, dog, weird. And I've never been around him with young girls, but I heard what I heard. Like, nigga, you a predator. And I
And
kept
see,
telling
listen,
my brother,
I
like,
ain't
this
never
nigga
heard
weird.
that.
Yeah, but
Every time I've been around them, we would go out, we would go to strip clubs, get older
yeah,
women. I never seen
yeah,
that. So
yeah,
it fucked me up seeing it on the internet, like, whoa. And
yeah.
then hearing it, it
Listen,
fucked me
the
up.
shit with T Dot been around so long, even that, like, y'all niggas is, like I said with Seven, that shit was a one-time incident and shit happened, right? With T Dot, even with Seven, it's not even that he got no coochie. If you look at the case, it ain't even that he did nothing with none of them. They was just young girls in
Yeah,
his house, and that's how that case go. That's it. With Dawg, listen, man, I'm talking about Dawg. I've talked to girls that was my age that was like, dude, didn't been messing with them since they was 13, and you know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen, I've talked to girls that's younger that's been like, that nigga was messing with my little sister.
mm,
You see what I'm saying? Like, if you move, you be getting around a little bit, you like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was bad, bro. Like,
yeah,
Dawg was a stone cold predator, and it was bad. Like, it was bad, and it was like it wasn't like a isolated incident. It was, man, I'm
yeah,
telling you, it was bad, bro. Like, Dawg was out here on some straight garbage. You know what I'm saying? And that he had to be held accountable. But the other dude, Super MC, super weird. Super MC was so weird, bro. If you ever been around him, you gonna be like, man, like, this nigga weird.
yeah,
So I'm not saying you see what he did in him, but if a
yeah.
nigga super weird, bro, I just go the other way. Like, man, this nigga
No,
weird.
for sure. I go the other way. I ain't fucking around.
And look, though, and with this, I'm gonna tell you one thing about niggas that be down bad with these bras anyway. So I was just telling somebody today, right? I say, listen, man, I grew up like with a pimp mentality. Like, you never gonna hear that I was arguing about no woman. You never gonna hear that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with a different type of mentality. Even yesterday, I was telling my son, he 8. He was talking about some girl. I say, man, when they choose, you gotta let them choose. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He don't really get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm breaking it down to him. I say, listen, man, once they choose, you got to respect the choice. You can't, you only can put forth your best effort. And then
Mm-hmm.
once they choose, you got to respect it, right? He listening to me. My son's smart as hell. So I'm just breaking it down to him. And he like, yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But his mama's sitting over there like, why would you? I'm like, because it is what it is. You chose,
No, for
you
real.
know, I say, because she hate that. That's my attitude. Like, why you, I say, listen, man, if you choose another nigga tomorrow, I've been with my woman going on 13 years. If she choose another nigga tomorrow, I gotta respect that. I can't, I'm not the, well, I'm fighting for my love. Like, that's them the niggas that do what Super MC did. You know what I'm
No, for
saying?
sure.
Them the
For
niggas
sure.
that do that type of shit. A real player, you gotta respect that. Okay. You know, dog ain't
You
even
might
gotta
get her
talk to
back
me.
like that.
Man, dog ain't even gotta talk to me. You don't gotta explain that she chose up on me. Look, she gone. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's just player shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I grew up. I didn't grow up, you know, you better get your hoe, check your all. I didn't grow up with that. I grew up like a player. Like my stepdad taught me
Yeah.
like a player. Like, you know what I'm saying? Women choose, you gotta let it, you gotta roll with the choice. You know what I'm saying? So
Got
anyway,
to.
but dog a weirdo. I'm telling you, I seen it. I seen these niggas weird, bro. Like they can say
Yeah.
what they want about seven. Seven cool, bro. The case a little fucked up, but seven cool. He not a weirdo. Dog,
Yeah.
T Dot, weirdo. Super MC, weirdo. I be around these niggas, they weirdos. There's other weirdos, but they not gonna get no press from me tonight. You feel me? Some of
Yeah.
these other niggas weirdos too. Dogface, that's why I quit doing. He only managed me for about 2 3 months. I just peeped. I'm like, this nigga a weirdo. Like, this shit weirdo.
Yeah.
This shit weirdo shit, dog.
It's crazy, man. Because he come off like he want to be so helping. If you catch him by himself without no cameras, he gonna come off so polite, like he want to help, like he caring about your art and everything. That's the weird
Mhm.
thing about it.
Yeah, but if you hear him talk about, that's all you gotta do is listen. If I'm around you and you dogging your mans to me, I just gotta think you a weirdo. Like I'm not dogging my mans. I've been with my woman 13 years. She gonna tell you I don't dog my mans. You never gonna hear me dog my mans. My mans can be
For
down
real.
bad, nigga. I'm gonna slide him a couple dollars and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna dog my mans. I don't dog. And I didn't seen dude do that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
That it
good
was a
as
lot
hell.
of that shit. That's what made me like, man, that's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Hmm.
dog my man's nigga. You know what I'm saying? Even when I fell out with
Straight up.
Gov, bro, I didn't say, nigga, I paid your bill. He said it, man. This nigga didn't pay my bills before. Like, nigga, I didn't pay your bills, nigga. And
Yeah.
I don't dog my man's, nigga. I ain't telling nobody I paid your bills. You told him, now I can say it. You know what I'm saying? I don't dog my man's, man. That shit weird to me. You
Oh,
know what I'm
that's a
saying?
fact. That's a
So
fact. But a lot of people don't come up with the morals. That's a moral thing, you know. You know.
these niggas is weird. They just
I
weird.
used to think it was a. I used to think it was a character thing, but no, it's some people that got cool character, but they still do some weird shit like that. No, it's a moral thing.
Yeah,
If
but
a
they
person's
don't.
morals not right, they'll do anything.
I love, it should came back. Did it come back?
Yup, yup.
Yeah, I just
There you
switched
go.
to I switched the internet was looking stupid, so I ain't want it fucking up. But we back. Yeah, so the yeah, bro, guys, man, these niggas weird, man. I don't got no excuses for them, right? Baby, true. This is what I'm telling you. When it come time to me to judge your character, I'm not the psychiatrist, the psychologist, the fucking counselor. I'm just looking at the character and seeing, is this something I can deal with, or is this something I need to move away from? The end. You feel what I'm saying?
No,
That's
that's
it.
real.
That's how I move. I be like, bro, is this nigga this weird? I need to get boom. You know what I'm saying? If dog doing weird shit to his man is like, all that's just weird to me. Like, ain't nobody gonna never say that. By the time you hear me say, even for me to be like dog weird, I done already quit fucking with him. You see what I'm saying? Then I might be like, man, this nigga just was on something else. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, but
Yeah.
I had one of my main mans right from the streets, not even no rap shit. I had one of my main mans. We fell out. This was my dog. Like we was nigga, kind of like gave me the pill game or whatnot. And I'm doing what I do right, bro. And we like kind of like fell out. My homegirl, who actually knew him longer than she knew me, she bumped into him like, damn, why you and Jackpot ain't, why you ain't? And he like, man, The nigga try to holler at my girl at the gym. Swear to God, that's what he tell her. I
Yeah.
ain't talked to the nigga in like 3-4 months or whatever. So I had to chase his number down. You know, street niggas change numbers every week. So I
Yeah.
had to chase his number down through one of the mutual homies. I call him. I say, bro, why would you ever disrespect my character like that? He like, what you mean? I say, nigga, why would you ever say I try to holler at your baby mama? And then it sounds reasonable. I'm at the gym every fucking day, every other day at the time. And why would you say you know what I'm saying? And then you talking to a broad, nigga, it's something like you trying to push up. And this is just my friend. It ain't even my broad. But nigga, what is you on? He like,
Yeah.
bro, I say, bro, keep my name out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? We fell out because we fell out. It ain't her business. I talk to her more than you. If I wanted to make it her business, I would have made it her business. Now I gotta explain myself because you dragging my character. You know what I'm saying? That's why I quit fucking with them because y'all be over there dogging each other. And then I done seen you dog a nigga, be in his face, dog a nigga. I got the fuck away from there. I don't like that type of shit. That's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? I've watched you dog a nigga, be in his face like it's all love, dog him tomorrow, be in his face. And that's like the girls do it. That's cool. That's what them bitches do. But with the homies, I don't want to hear that shit, dog. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want that's
No, he
girls.
definitely tried to do that to me.
I get it.
But I
That's
ain't.
why I don't say it that clear, but that's why he quit managing me. He was getting me good shows and shit. Dogface got me a couple good placements, good shows, but I watched him dog certain people being that shit weird to me. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's weird to me. Recording phone calls unless you like filing a suit and you trying to get somebody to admit that they stole
Admit
some
something,
money, took
yeah.
some. Why would I ever record a phone call with you? We on here, you know you being recorded. But why would I be on a phone call recording you and you don't know you being recorded, my nigga? All this shit weird to me, and we supposed to be having a conversation. Even if we having a conversation to patch up some shit, why are you recording me, bro? You know what I'm saying? This shit all weird. All that shit weird to me, man. That's why I deal with these niggas the way I deal with them. And since I've been home, I done dealt with these niggas even less because I had to go learn it that time the hard way.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I had to go, but that's the reason why, I don't be dealing with these niggas, man. Y'all weird. That's weird to me that you would record my phone call, even if I'm saying, yeah, me and Dog fell out because of X, Y, and Z, boo, 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 boo. Why would you be recording that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, nigga? This is a man-to-man conversation. Now, if you put me on a podcast, I know what's going on. We can talk about it and whatever. But why would you be recording me? I'm not saying nothing on the phone to nobody I wouldn't say to a nigga face. But
Straight up.
in a
But why
situation,
still? Why do it?
come on, bro. Because what if we squash the beef like you did? Boom, y'all squash whatever y'all had going on. Then you bringing up, oh shit, this might not even be something that me and him talked about. But we could have got to the point where we just said, nigga, it ain't even worth talking about. It ain't even worth making no issue about. We good. But you got this recording over here from 2 years ago. You just keep stirring up the pot, man. That shit that what's that? Baddies. That's the shit that the girls do on baddies and shit, dog. These niggas baddies. Dog. My dog internet fucking up, yo. I was trying to get Jay Oneal on here, man. Jay ain't tapped in. Baby Truth, his his internet going bad. But we've been on this thing though, y'all. I'm just tapping in with my people. Anybody else wanted to tap in, they could tap in. Just talking about what I'm talking about, man. I don't have no issues with Dawgface in per se, but what I'm talking about is character, man. Everything character, man. So um that's the main thing. I feel like a lot of people seen this man character 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12, 15 years ago. And now they starting to, oh man, let me like, nah, you seen what it was that however long ago, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even talking about, do you deal with RJ?
No, I never dealt with him before.
RJ, I've had good business with RJ. I ain't never had bad dealings with RJ. But even with RJ, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like at this point, RJ need to like, look, bro, this, you know what I'm saying? Is either that or I see what it is really though. Like dog kind of co-sign a lot of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a
No,
bunch
for
of
sure.
co-sign. It's like a bunch of co-signing that shit. And even that, you know, why he like RJ, you a little younger than me, and then my age with big RJ. You know what I'm saying? I caught the tail end of Big RJ really
Yeah.
being, you know, RJ Watkins was that guy for a while. You know what I'm saying? His daddy ran the station in Highland Park. So his daddy was that man, you know what I'm saying? And RJ made his own way, doing his own thing. And Most Wanted, I fuck with his brother Most Wanted a little more than RJ because of character. RJ, you know, RJ loud and do what he do. Me and RJ cool. But Most is laid back. You know what I'm saying? Most laid back, most real. If you ever deal with Most Wanted, Most is like
Yeah.
the real easy person to deal with, and that'd be more so what I want to deal with. I just seen Most at a concert too. But Most like real cool. That's RJ brother. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, even with the way he let Dog, you know, go a certain route, and I seen him on one of the videos say, "RJ, I tried." You know, hell of a I
Uh-huh.
tried. You know what I'm saying? Hell of a I tried. Like, nah, man. Even with hell of a like one of the coolest niggas you gonna meet. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like, no disrespect to Helliver, because we got a whole project. But I see you on there liking all of these videos.
That's all I'm saying,
So
man. Stop, yeah, stop pumping Dog
I
up, man.
unfollowed them.
We damn, even that. You feel what I'm saying? Like we Dogs shouldn't be stirring up the water from a distance, and we all here. I might bump into hell of a tomorrow. I might bump into RJ like, bro, y'all tripping. This ain't no different than the police putting rats in the Black Panthers. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't no different than the police telling, you know, killing somebody on this side and making it look like somebody did it from this side. And this is what that is. You just stirring up the water,
Stirring up shit.
and then jumping online saying you represent for Detroit. We got a problem. We got a problem. I don't represent for me. I wear my
For
own
real.
hat. I wear my own hat. Don't represent for me, baby. I want to represent for you. That's it. That's all you care
Yeah.
about. That's all the only person you repping for. Well, I've been on this thing 2 hours, man. I'm gonna get off this motherfucker, man. When you want to do your thing, I'll come on your shit, man. Come
All right, for
on,
sure. We'll definitely get a date in.
most definitely,
That'll be
yeah.
a dope conversation.
Whenever, you know, whenever it's clever, man.
We
I fuck
definitely
with
got to
y'all.
talk about the fire and what is it? Fire
And
and
if I,
brimstone.
yeah, fire brimstone,
Man,
go.
man.
I'm about to get back to work. I just got the studio back up and running, man. I'm about to get. I record, but it's like sporadic. I probably got like 30, 40 joints done. But I'm about to Nep texting me now. He talking about nigga finish them songs, nigga.
Man, for real.
Nep funny as hell. That nigga say, man, you better finish that song today. You podcast jackpot or JP1. It ain't gonna be today, but I'll get it done, Nep. Nep don't got no
No, for
kids
sure.
or nothing though. Nep can do what he want to do. He ain't got no kids. His woman that
Yeah,
went
get a little
across
harder with the
seas.
kids.
Yeah, bro. And my kids in everything. My daughter, like today, my daughter in Toledo doing a comp. She just won first place at that competition. But her other team, she cheers. So she in the all-star team that went to Toledo. They travel all around the country. But the other team that she won, they won nationals this year. And they had a banquet today. So I had to go to the banquet and get awards. I came in the house with big dumbass awards and
Yeah.
trophy bags and shit. So I'm telling them, man, I be tired. Nigga, I'm doing kid shit left and right.
No, that kid tired is a different tire.
Different tide. He called me. So what, man? You at a soccer game? Cinco play soccer. You at a soccer game? Yep, I'm actually at a soccer game. This nigga.
Yeah.
But we live, man. Whenever it's clever, we'll get together, man, and put something together on your shit. But I'm gonna chop this up for content, little pieces. I'll send you whatever the chop ups come down to yours. It'd be like little 60-second clips, and you can do what you want with them.
Man, for sure. Appreciate it.
My guy.
Definitely topped in, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Man, you know it.
All right. All right, y'all. We've been a couple hours in, man. I really was waiting to see if Jay Oneal was gonna be able to tap in, y'all. But I'm in this thing, and I'm gonna tap back in, y'all. I know it'll be some questions or something else going on, man. I'm gonna make sure y'all get some answers if answers need be. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Everybody that tapped in, it was 2 hours worth of content. I'm gonna chop this up into pieces. I got some other clips that I want to get off first. So give me about a week. I get these. I'm gonna get all these other clips out of there now that I'm back going live and doing what I do. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll see y'all real soon.